All right, James Walsh writes, "Hey AMC, and thank you for my daily movie news. My question is, why is Marvel bringing back John Slattery as Howard Stark in Ant-Man when they had already replaced him with Dominic Cooper?"
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, John actually, in Iron Man 2, was it that we see the senior? Yeah, it's Iron Man 2. When Tony Stark is looking at the old home videos, just happened to come across the one where he reveals the big secret to everything, and how he knew it, I don't know. But we saw John as, of course you'll recognize him if you watch Mad Men, playing Tony Stark's dad. Well, then in later films, they brought in Dominic Cooper to play the younger version of his dad. This makes sense to me, though. They've already established this is the older Tony Stark, or what was Tony's dad's name?
Robert? No, Robert Stark's from.
Let's say
Papa Stark.
Let's say Papa Stark. So he played Howard Stark. That was it. He played Howard Stark. So it kind of makes sense to me if you're doing the older Howard Stark to go back and get that guy again. I think it's a really nice move, and probably a little bit easier than going and grabbing Dominic Cooper right now. So I like the idea.
Yeah, I think just echoing the same things that you said is the fact that we've set up the very younger version back in those days. It's nice to see him come back because it's also a question of where the character changed significantly from where he was a little bit more open and warm in those Captain America.
Right. He was the playboy like Tony.
He was, and then something happened, and we know from what we've developed so far in the Marvel universe.
Well, he had a kid. That kills your life, right?
Well,
right.
I know. I had no comment. But I will say that you'll see more. There's been so much going on, especially what we revealed in the Captain America in the last one. There's more that's happened to him. So to see this version of him again, I think it makes perfect sense.
And plus, now that Marvel is part of Disney, that looks exactly like Walt Disney intro
right?
Disneyland. I think it also may not even be a character issue as much of a scheduling conflict. If Dominic Cooper wasn't available, I don't know who they went after first, but I think that they decided that Ant-Man is not worth postponing or having any other rescheduling issues or anything. So whoever is available to play Howard Stark at this moment, whether it's Slattery or Dominic Cooper, get that guy because I think they're both going to be fine in the role.
Now, here's a question for both of you guys, and I honestly don't know. My first assumption when they said they were bringing him back was more old footage, probably him and Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Back when Michael Douglas was a bit younger, maybe coming up with the first concepts for the Ant-Man project, whatever. Could Howard Stark still be alive? Like could they age him up with makeup and actually have Howard Stark still alive?
I don't think so. I think you should go into murky waters with that too, because then he starts coming back in more movies unless you kill him off, and there's another emotional moment. You got to have an Avengers, and there's going to be so much emotion in that in general, because once the reveal happens, it's like that moment in the Truman Show when the father and son unite. And I think you're right. I think it's archive footage, could be flashbacks. Right. There's a reason you have Michael Douglas in there, and to watch him, younger. Maybe they do makeup on Michael Douglas, make him look a little younger.
They probably do that.
So I think more likely flashback.
Or we could call it truce, and again, going back to the Disney thing, he could be frozen. He could be like frozen, and then maybe we can unfreeze him, maybe not, depending on the situation.
Hey everyone, if you liked this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.